Welcome back to Limitless Health. If you've been struggling with stubborn weight and feeling like no matter how much you diet or exercise, the scale just won't budge, this episode is for you. Because today I'm pulling back the curtain on something that almost no one talks about, and that's how iron overload could actually be the missing link to your weight loss struggles. And before you start thinking, wait, don't I need iron for energy? Yes, you do, but there's a big difference between iron that's working for you and iron that's stuck in your tissues in all the wrong places. So if you've been dealing with unexplained fatigue, inflammation, slow metabolism, or hormone imbalances, this is going to connect some major dots for you. So let's dive in. Let's start with the basic truth. Yes, iron is essential for life. Your body needs iron to transport oxygen, produce energy, and keep you feeling strong. But here's the problem. More iron does not mean better health. When iron gets stuck in your tissues, instead of moving properly through your blood, it creates oxidative stress, which basically is like internal rusting. If you've ever used a cast iron pan, you know what happens when you leave it out wet. It rusts. This is exactly what happens in the body when there's too much iron or the iron is not in the right places in our system. It's not moving properly. And guess what oxidative stress does? It triggers inflammation in the body. And in my opinion, inflammation is the root of many of the chronic health problems that we deal with today, but it also has a really big impact when it comes to trouble losing weight. And this is a big reason why for women, when you're in your 20s, dieting, exercise can be really beneficial. But as we age, as we're in our 40s, as we're in our 50s and post-menopause, things change in your system, yes, from a hormone perspective, but also iron continues to accumulate. And inflammation is one of the biggest reasons why the body holds on to weight. Think of your metabolism like a factory. When iron is properly regulated, everything runs smoothly. You're burning energy, you're using nutrients efficiently, and your body can let go of excess weight when it needs to. But when iron isn't moving properly, it's like the machinery in the factory getting clogged. Everything slows down. Your body goes into storage mode as a protection mechanism. And one of the places iron gets stored is in our fat cells. So if you've been doing all of the right things, which that was me in the past, that's many of our clients as well, and the body just isn't letting go of weight, it might not have anything to do with calories. And that's what the weight loss industry is, like a multi-trillion-dollar industry that focuses on telling you, oh, you just need to eat less and exercise more. Even my doctor, I remember I was struggling with stubborn weight. I was CrossFitting, I was eating clean and going to my doctor, and he's like, well, maybe you just need to cut your calories a bit more or do some more cardio. This was in my late 30s, and it's something that many women hear. You read it all over social media. Most personal trainers will say this as well. You just need to eat less and exercise more. And for many people, it's not helping. And then that gets really frustrating because it's like, I can't cut any more calories. I'm hardly eating anything. And I'm working out every day and the weight's not moving. And so if you've been doing all the right things and your body just isn't letting go of the weight, it may have nothing to do with diet and exercise. It could be an iron problem. Here's where things get really interesting. If someone is tired all the time, struggling with fatigue, maybe dealing with brain fog, what's one of the first things that we're told to do? This goes hand in hand with the weight struggles. This is why we're talking about this now, because there's multi-layers, and that's the thing, is that medicine will focus on this is the one problem you came in with. I'm focusing on this one problem. But we need to realize that everything in the body is interconnected. Everything works synergistically. And so if there's a problem downstream and you're not focusing on upstream where the problem's actually happening, lots of other things are going to be impacted. And so the thing that we're told if we have low energy or we're dealing with brain fog is take an iron supplement. Or they may say start eating foods that are iron fortified. And if iron already is stuck in your tissues, adding more can actually make things worse. It's like trying to unclog a drain by dumping in more debris. It just leads to more buildup. So what is the solution? Well, the real problem isn't just iron itself. It's that iron isn't moving properly. And to fix that, we need to talk about copper. Copper is the key to making iron work the way it's supposed to. Without enough copper, iron gets trapped, metabolism slows down, and inflammation rises. Copper activates an enzyme called ceruloplasmin, which is like the body's iron chaperone. It makes sure iron stays in circulation rather than getting stuck in your tissues or your fat cells. But here's the catch. Modern diets are incredibly low in real bioavailable copper. Processed foods don't even have it. And even a whole lot of the foods today that have nutrients, they're meant to have nutrients, they don't have the same nutrient density that they used to because of many things. Farms are using the same soil over and over again. It's called monocropping. And it's just the soil's not giving the nutrients to our food that it used to. And so even eating real whole foods sometimes is not going to be enough. So if you find you're feeling stuck with weight loss, you're struggling with energy, or you're dealing with unexplained inflammation, the missing link might not be cutting your calories more or working out harder. It might be balancing your minerals. So how do you know if iron overload is an issue for you? Here are some signs. 1, you feel exhausted even when you get enough sleep. 2, you've noticed inflammation, whether it's bloating, joint pain, or even skin issues. All of those are inflammation related. 3, you're dealing with hormone imbalances like irregular cycles, really heavy periods, or thyroid issues. 4, your metabolism feels like it's slowed down no matter what you do. And 5, and of course, that stubborn weight just won't budge. If this sounds like you, I'd like to invite you to take the next step, because it isn't just about guessing. This is about getting real answers. I offer a free screening to help you understand if iron overload could be a part of what's keeping you stuck. This is a no pressure, no obligation call where we can take a look at what's really happening in your body and whether a deeper mineral assessment could be helpful. If you'd like to book a free screening, check out the link in the show notes. I'll also share the link to follow me on Instagram. I talk a lot about iron, about mineral imbalance, and about women's health after the age of 40 there as well. And so I know today's episode probably challenged a lot of what you've been told about iron and metabolism, and I'd love to hear what resonated most with you. If you had a light bulb moment, screenshot this episode and tag me on Instagram. I'd love to connect with you. And if you're ready to get real answers about what's keeping your body stuck in storage mode, don't wait. Book a free screening. Let's get you moving in the right direction. Thanks for tuning in today, and I'll see you on the next episode of Limitless Health.